Hello, Bible readers. It is Thursday, April 29th. We're reading from Jeremiah chapter 31 and 32 and Hebrews chapter 10, verses 19 to 39. These Jeremiah chapters offer a word of hope about healing and redemption beyond the judgment. The judgment this part of Jeremiah is claiming is not final. It's not the end of the story. The sting of God's wrath is real, and Judah won't be able to avoid it by any political calculation or manipulating the systems around it. But the Lord's judgment is not everlasting. That's the point Jeremiah is trying to make. And so within Jeremiah, these chapters are known as the Book of Consolation. A bad time is approaching for sure, and it is deserved. But just as Jeremiah purchased a field of hope, that's the metaphor, the story Jeremiah uses, Judah can live in hope despite judgment. My commentary says this text is about betting on the future, which is a discipline of a community of faith. But how it's different than betting on the future like the stock market, my commentary says this guesswork is not like the stock market. This bet involves not only hope, a belief in things unseen, as we'll read in Hebrews soon, but trust. Trust grounded in experiences. Trust in the Lord is central to Jeremiah's faith. And so that's how Jeremiah can say, yes, there's judgment, unavoidable, but there will not only be judgment forevermore. Jeremiah is tough, but there is a lot of hope within the tough judgment pieces. Hebrews, the difficult discussion, as Hebrews would call it, of the new Melchizedek, Christ, that difficult discussion has come to a close. Today's 20 verses do the same thing that we've come across before in Hebrews, an exhortation. You might notice in the first chunk of our reading for today, let us approach with a true heart and full assurance of faith. Let us hold fast to the confession of our hope. Let us consider how to provoke one another to love and good deeds. Let us is a biblical, it's one of these like, you read it or you hear it and you know, okay, here's an admonition or an exhortation. Either word are appropriate. I remember my preaching professor would mark me or mark us down for let us sermons, because preachers can get into a mode of let us do this and let us do that. And he'd say, too much lettuce, too much lettuce. But following the lettuce verses, there's a warning about the future and encouragement from the past. Former days of faithfulness is the author's point is that, former days of faithfulness brought us through some pretty difficult times, and we should know that continued faithfulness will bring us into a rewarding future. And so calling upon a community's past to give them the courage to live into a community's future, we still do that today. And obviously that was a wise thing to do then too. I am one with my God. My God is with us, all of us at all times and in all places.